Thank you very much.
It's 20 past 6. This is Breakfast from BBC News. These are the main stories this morning.
It is 23 minutes past 6 when the actress Angelina Jolie announced that she'd had a preventative double mastectomy to reduce her risk of developing breast cancer. She highlighted the dangers to women around the world.
At the same time, another woman, Bobby Lambden, was preparing for her own surgery. Breakfast's Graham Satchell went to meet her in September when she went into hospital. Now he's returned to see how she's recovering 3 months on. Both the National Grid and the Royal Academy of Engineering have warned that the UK faces more risk of power shortages and blackouts now than at any time for 6 years, and not just because of the weather.
No, as part of a series this week looking at where our energy comes from, Steph has an exclusive interview with the boss of Shell to find out how they get the oil and gas out and why it's so expensive. Steph, good morning. First, our main news. The former racing driver Michael Schumacher is in a critical condition this morning in a French hospital after a skiing accident.
The 7-time Formula One world champion suffered serious brain trauma after falling and hitting his head in the resort of Maribel. He's had surgery and is in a coma, as Andy Moore reports. Police forces in England and Wales are changing the way they record offences to give a clearer idea about why crimes are not solved. Currently,
Day to reach a deal on issues which still divide communities.
Well, negotiations will focus on the contentious issue of parades, flags and how to remember those killed during the years of violence. Our Ireland correspondent.
Engineers say they have restored power supplies to all of the homes cut off during last week's severe storms.
Well, the last few were reconnected last night, but forecasters are warning there will be more high winds and heavy rainfall across the UK over the next few days.
Well, let's go over to Swansea. Olivia Rich will pictures and see the reports, but people can't get there to get them back.
Those are the main stories. It's 7:15. We'll get our weather here with Alex in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, 7:15. Well, the motor racing community has been left shocked by news that Michael Schumacher is in a critical condition this morning in hospital after a skiing accident.
We are expecting an update from the hospital in Grenoble, where he's staying within the next few hours. Schumacher drove for the Jordan team in Formula One at the start of his career, and we can speak now to the team's former owner, Eddie Jordan, who's also a friend of Michael Schumacher. Good morning, Eddie. Obviously, a particularly difficult time for people who are close to Michael, like yourself. For the thousands of people who were without power over Christmas, thanks to the dramatic weather, the UK's dependence on energy has been made all too clear.
And as a part of a series this week looking at where our energy comes from, Steph has been to the North Sea with one of the bosses of Shell and is here now.